guys, it's Vixster here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a Newcrest new build on Fern Park, which is the 30 by 20 lot. I've decided to do a summer barbecue patio house. So yeah, let's get started with a speed build. So I was trying to decide what kind of shapes I wanted, and as you will see as I sort of go along, I do want to end up changing a few things just to make things look a bit better. I originally decided to put a round sort of roof in at the top, but as the video sort of progresses, you'll see that I actually change it up and end up making it basically flat roofs rather than rounded roofs, because I just think it looks better in the overall style of the house. So yeah, this was quite a good build that I enjoyed doing, and it makes a lot of use of the Perfect Patio stuff set. And I wanted to create a summer house that was great for barbecues. You could also have parties, have friends over. There is quite a lot of room for patio area, so at the moment I'm just looking for doors, and I decided to fence the entire area off, just so it's quite private and it's not overlooked by nosy neighbours, hence the fence there. It's called nosy neighbours fence or something like that. It's with the Perfect Patio stuff pack. So I'm just figuring out my decking, and I wanted to put in a pool area, and I wanted to put in a hot tub, and I wanted like a relaxation area as well, that basically my Sims could just sort of, hang out by the pool and chill really. I also wanted to put like a fountain area in here as well, so just adding that there. And I decided to raise the foundations, so it was like, a real sort of patio area, and there are steps going up the front as well, all the way along the entire building. So I decided to make this quite sort of neutral looking because I wanted it to be sort of light and summery. So I used a lot of the sort of lighter wood textures. I do end up changing that sort of darker wood on the decking, and make it a bit lighter. I just thought it was more summery, and just putting the pool in there and just sort of to-ing and fro-ing between the different areas. And I decided to put this fence round, but then I decided that I wasn't really feeling it. It looked a bit sort of western, so I wanted it to be kind of a bit more modern. So I picked this sort of smaller fenced area, that sort of fitted with the look of the house. The panels on the outside wall are actually from the Get to Work expansion pack, the clinical panels, but I just thought they looked really nice. Like I said, I was going for like a neutral kind of summery theme, wanted to keep it quite light, so I just thought those were perfect. Just adding the couches in there, they're from the Perfect Patio stuff set, and the coffee table, and again the plants there are from the same set, as is the little lantern thing there on the table. And I decided to put an ottoman in here, but then decided to sort of change it because I wanted to add some clutter to go with the pool area. And just adding these lights, which are the sort of Perfect Patio set floor lights. They're supposed to be floor stars, apparently. But they do look quite pretty when they're at night time, quite romantic kind of thing. So yeah, just like I said, figuring out that I wanted to put in some clutter there, just putting some towels and some toiletries for the bath or pool area, and for the hot tub as well. So I decided to put in a barbecue area here, and the hot tub, because I thought it might be quite nice for them to sort of relax in the pool while they're waiting for food. And just adding the accessories that came with the Perfect Patio set. So there's the barbecuing tools and some sauces, and I just put a knife block set in there as well, because you might like to cut your meat up before you barbecue it. And just adding the wall panels here, again from the Perfect Patio set. I do a lot of sort of toing and froing around this build. So I sort of start off in one area and then move on to another. Like I said, I'm just trying to go for the best effect, and I wanted it to be sort of all kind of coordinating with each other. I've used a lot of the same colours throughout the build, sort of like the coffees and creams and beiges and sort of neutral colours, just to lighten it all up and make it look summery. So, like I said, I've done like a full stir along the entire deck, and I decided to add some flowers here and just make it look pretty. So yeah, just trying to go with the best feel. I decided to use these sunflowers in the end because I thought they were pretty cute, and just messing around with some more flowers. And I decided to put those like I don't know if they're the volcanic ones, but I thought they went with the sunflowers anyway. So I decided to use a marble and wood texture on the floor of the deck, and I wanted it like a bit of a checkerboard. So yeah, but I'm really pleased how it turned out because I think it does go with the overall look of the house. Now, I spent some time trying to figure out outdoor lighting. I put down a few different variants and decide that actually no, I'm going to use something else. So apologies for that, but as I said, when you're building, you're basically trying to go for the best looking feel for the house. So you do tend to sort of change things up quite a bit as you're going along. Um, I often put things down, think, yeah, I like that, and then 2 minutes later, it's like, no, no, I want something else. But I think that's just your artistic license when you're building, that you can change your mind. So I'm just putting the windows in the interior of the house for the outside as well, and I do actually end up changing the back of the house because when I'm building, I realise I've left quite a lot of decking, so the house itself is kind of small in effect. So I realised that I don't have enough room to put in a bedroom unless I want to build up or I want to build down, which I don't. I wanted it to sort of all be on the same level, and I wanted basically no stairs. I didn't want stairs in here because I just wanted it to be like a bit of a summer bungalow type of thing, I guess. So, just figuring out my entrance way, and I decided to move things around quite a bit during this episode, because it is an episode. Because I basically put like an entrance way with a seating area and things, and then later on, I decide when I'm putting the kitchen in that I want it to be sort of open plan. So I do end up changing some of the entranceway items. But I really like those lights, and the logs are from the Perfect Patio set, and I used the hearts from the Outdoor Retreat expansion pack. I just think they really go, and they look kind of classy. Um, yeah, so as I said, this is like the entranceway, but I do end up changing it up quite a bit. I start putting a living room in here, but then, uh, like I said, I'm sorry about all the shuffling about. Uh, but as you know me, I am quite indecisive, and I do chop and change all the way through every single one of my builds. So apologies for that. But hopefully the finished look will make up for all the sort of messing around. Yeah, I call it messing around with furniture. That is what I do. when I'm doing the interior of my build. So yeah, I decided to put the living room down here because I realised that I want the kitchen further up in the house. So I start off with the big flat screen, and I just think it sort of dominates the room too much. I mean, it's almost in the windows. So I do end up changing that up to a smaller TV, and I put like a little unit in there with some clutter. But I'm using the Perfect Patio stuff set couch and the plants in there as well, just to match the rest of the house. And I'm using my snowball light, but this time it's the one with the sort of, I think it's cherry blossoms on it. I just think it looks really, really summery. So yeah. Like I said, I try a few things to sort of bring the TV into the room by putting the shelves there and everything. And I decide that no, I don't really like that. So yeah, I put the side unit in there, a smaller TV, and I add a lamp, and just another bit of clutter. Yeah, I think I moved the ice bucket possibly on there. Yeah, there you go. So then I've got to find new clutter for the coffee table. Uh, so yeah, and I decided to put a couple of mirrors in here just to make the room sort of light and airy. And later on, I actually put some more wall decorations in there. The um, sort of metal panels from the Perfect Patio stuff set. I put them in as well, and just decide to randomly look at changing the curtains in the entranceway, but then don't. Like I said, I am very indecisive and I do a lot of chopping and changing as I'm building. So I've used the Perfect Patio plank table, but I've used the luxury party pack chairs. I just think it gives it a bit of glam, and I'm not using any custom content in this build. But rather than looking at that as, you know me, I usually build with a lot of custom content, but I decided that I was going to use everything that I had that wasn't custom content, that was either a part of the base game or part of one of my expansion packs. And I've used a few things that I don't normally use because um, I guess I've not looked through every single item that was in my inventory. I've just sort of gone for custom content every time. But this time I really, really tried to use all of the items in my inventory that weren't custom content. And I have to say I was pretty pleased with the results. Because I suppose a mental thing is that I always look upon the the items in the base game, etc., as kind of basic, but sort of using them this way, it makes me sort of appreciate that actually they're pretty good. And for those people that don't want to include custom content in the builds, you can still get a pretty nice looking house using just expansion pack stuff and base game stuff. So that was kind of a revelation to me. So I guess I had a bit of a epiphany about it. So like I said, I've just put the kitchen in, and I decide that I need to change up the back of the house because obviously I need a bedroom and a bathroom area as well. So I was so concerned about getting the look of the interior right in the rest of the house that I totally forgot about the bedroom and bathroom. So yeah, I can be quite ditzy as well. So I'm just adding wall panels here around the house. Like I said, here's me changing up the entranceway. Like I said, I was trying to figure out how to put something upstairs, but I didn't really want stairs. So yeah, I end up changing the back of the house. Originally go for it curved, but then I decided I don't like it and make it square instead. Um, so yeah, he here's me building the bedroom and bathroom in the back of the house, and yeah, I must say I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. And like I said, the revelation regarding custom content was yeah, it was a learning experience because I realised that I had quite a lot of stuff in my inventory that I'd never even considered. Um, that just sort of brought everything together, really. So, um, I do think it was worth getting the Perfect Patio expansion pack because it gives you a lot of extra options with regards to interior decoration. And I also love the hot tubs feature and the couches as well. They're really, really nice. So if you're thinking about getting the Perfect Patio stuff set, I really recommend it because even if you don't get any other pack, I just think it's a really good option, and it's not really that expensive compared to some of the other stuff that you can get for The Sims 4. So, like I said, I'm just putting the bedroom in now, and I wanted to keep it quite sort of neutral and light, obviously, with it being a summer house. Um, I decided to go with the mosaic tiling in the bathroom and a neutral marble floor. The star mirror is really, really nice, and like as you can see, I've used it a few times in my build here, and it's from I believe the luxury party pack stuff set. So I wanted to keep this sort of like neutral and black sort of fittings. Now working on the bedroom, so I decided to go with as summery looking bed as I possibly could, really. I really like the shape of this bed, and I just thought the pattern on it was quite summery. So I've just used these flowers in the vases. Like I said, I'd found these in my inventory, and I'd never even considered using them before. But I actually like the way that they look in my build. So, like I said, total custom content revelation that I can actually build without using mods. Yeah, for this build, I realized that I had over 700 mods in my mods folder, and when I was trying to sort of build with just um, you know non-custom content items, I couldn't see in my inventory I had too much stuff. So um, yeah, I decided to delete all my mods, and then so I could just build with what I had. Um, and yeah, it worked out really well. Um, so here's me changing up the roof. Like I said, I decided the curve wasn't doing it for me, and I basically I basically go back to flat roofs. You know me, I like the flat roofs. And I do like the curved roofs as well, but I just figured in this build, it was flat all the way, to be fair. So, yeah, I decided to put a few extra accessories in by the hot tub, just a couple of towels, because people get out of the pool, they want to dry themselves off, they want to throw the towels in a laundry basket, so I added them, and I just put some windows in at the top just to make it look sort of summery. And I decided to do a bit of landscaping, add some flowers in here and a few trees as well. Um, yeah. So I decided to do the same thing on the other side just to make it sort of a bit symmetrical. And yeah, so just doing some finishing touches with the flowers, and just having a quick look inside to check I've done everything. Really pleased with the look of this house. I decided to put some flowers on the outside, and I really like the sort of the green arch at the front there. I just think it does look really, really summery and inviting, and perfect for having your friends over for the barbecue party. Um, jump in the hot tub, jump in the pool. I decided to change up the sofas there outside and put in a couple of tables so people can eat alla fresco. Um, or outside, whatever you want to say. And that is the end of my build. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've included some screenshots. Please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!